Hi guys, and welcome to the Rocket League Replays YouTube channel. Today we want to present the video replay of the match between Oxygen Esports and Gentlemates Alpine during the Rocket League World Championship 2024. Don't forget to subscribe and put a like. Enjoy.
Oxygen have the potential to do the funniest thing. Will our green guests have what it takes to evict the Copenhagen champions, the playoff Super Saiyans? It's game one brought to you by Progressive. Loser goes home.
It really is going to be a battle to see if RG can continue on this journey through. And immediately, you know what? He looks like he's got a little bit of something to him. All the pros have been incredibly excited to see how he's been performing defensively. But on the other side of things, Gentlemates, they have the forever top forer in Seiko. Different vibes going on for each team, and Oxygen, they are here to take as many scalps as they can after taking down the reigning world champions.
They may be going up against the pink wall, but the Oxygen have had a brick wall. But how about now, even against Seiko? They'll keep this at 0.
It's going to be intriguing, again, to see just how this crowd is going to be influencing things too. Archie with the ball trying to go for a low 50 versus Seiko. And Joyo, he is that fan favorite. Every time he comes on camera, people clap, people applaud. He is such a sought after person to meet at these events. And he goes for the attack immediately. In the first minute, it's been Oxygen, decent pressure.
And Oxygen need to unite. It can't just be the Joyo show. And Archie, I mean, I casted him once. He had 8 saves in one of those games. Oxygen, they keep some of the best offenses, especially Europe, at bay. But how will they fare against Gentlemates, who I predicted them as my champions because there's just something different about playoffs. Seiko's still trying to get a good pinch towards the net to center it out, and at least Itachi's keeping Oski busy to turn around the play. Juicy gets involved, double commit for Oxygen, using now a lot of boost to lead this to a transition, and Archie whiffs.
Just swiped against from Archie, did not get nearly enough on it. Barely anything realistically. And you look towards the Gentlemates roster, we talk about Seiko. I'd like to focus on one of my fantasy players, Itachi. He has been such a non-performer so far in this entire event, but Archie on the other side of things tries to push against that defense. But yeah, Itachi, his goal assist saves have not been there. Gets bumped down the net to Seiko. Chance for Juicy to go from that back line. Carries him in the backboard. Itachi trying to continue along with that play, but Juicy is going to be the man from Gentlemates to push further down the pitch.
Oski using all his boost. Itachi, he had the crowd behind him when he walked on stage. Itachi, with a little bit of French twang to it, and you'd love to see the support behind Gentlemates. The pink wall is here, and so is Seiko in the net. Archie!
Archie gets credited, but that was an own goal. Put in the net by Itachi coming across. I think Seiko might have had it. Itachi takes it out of his grasp. And the first goal awarded to the impossible squad.
Oxygen could be seen as the underdog, but man, they have made a lot of teams stressed. This is some of the best Rocket League we've seen out of Oxygen.
I'd say the best. This entire tournament has been the best they've played. And do you know why? No pressure. You're here. You're already starting from a point where you didn't expect to be.
Yeah, and Oxygen have a lot to prove. Especially this man right here with the double. It's a tough angle to cut as Itachi brings it to the opposite coast. Joyo with the 50 almost forced to Archie. Juicy got a hand up. Oxygen keep the rally going towards the back wall. Itachi sends it right back to where it came from.
Miss.
And Archie's going to leave that to Joyo, and Juicy sensed the moment to strike.
And you know what? It's going opposite corner again. It's going to be very awkward. Oxygen defense looking stressed, looking stretched. Archie with a massive miss. 100 seconds as Joyo clears it from its own half. Tachi to intercept in the midfield, drops it down towards Archie, rather Oski, but Joyo gets no way with him.
Seiko didn't get the best launch to really get under that ball, so it lands in the midfield in the hands of Oxygen to fight tooth and nail. Itachi and Juicy have no boost to really challenge these aerials, but Joyo off the ceiling to the right. Not able to force it to a second man that was a little bit behind, and Archie just head first, keeping the ball low, right where Gentlemates are comfortable with the musty from Juicy. Tough for Seiko to work with, but as long as it doesn't go to Joyo, there's a plan for Gentlemates, but it comes back to the orange half.
Juicy getting the inaugural musty of this series. I feel like normally that goes straight towards Joyo. He's taking his tricks straight out the bag. And when you see Joyo get comfortable, there will be a musty coming through. Leaves that ball towards Archie, drops it low, picks up the 100 boost on his way. This is going to be pure boost advantage in favour of Oxygen. But the defense is strong. Pinches out far, falls back down towards Joyo. Tachi taking it high, but with not too much boost. He may well call a teammate in. Nobody gets there soon enough, and Oski pushes him. Final 30, Oxygen with the advantage.
When Gentlemates get on offense, they don't seem to have a lot of boost. This could be a good hurrah. Last 30 seconds for Gentlemates to find the tie. Juicy to Itachi, pops it up quick, even towards the back wall after seeing the Joyo approach. Giving time to Seiko, Itachi with the bumps, but Oxygen jumped out of sight.
He attempts the tap and smash. Yeah, great idea, but you need to get it in the corner or something, pal, especially with two keepers. Goes low, can't get it past Joyo, however. Final 5. Crowd as ever going to remind you what time it's on. Archie only finding Juicy, does not bounce high enough. High towards the backboard. Archie now attempting a bump. Itachi, though, cannot get there. Juicy to pick it up. Falls to the ground. Looked over the PCs, looked at them, and waved goodbye as he sent them straight back to France from Fort Worth. Game number 2 here on Forbidden Temple. And we see Oxygen with that lead, and immediately, Joyo, 5 seconds in, continues the press.
There is no time to relax. What is this pace out of Oxygen? What a good just heads down play from Oski. The bounce to get the ball low below that defender. And just the quickest of shots from Oxygen to get the ball rolling off of kickoff. And Gentlemates, you're not... You should start to be worried! What?
It's 2 in 10! Oxygen start game number 2 with a handicap. Juicy, yeah, sure, you get a demo, pal, but why not just take the shot, Archie?
Time and place for those demos. Oxygen now with a little bit of extra insurance. Gentlemates, will they have the boost to really send it when they are on offense? Like now, Itachi even pops it over and almost got the connection to Seiko, but they're not done yet. Itachi off the ceiling, they're dropped down in the box to Seiko!
The man who seemingly cannot dodge top 4 at these lands, sinking a goal off the hands of Itachi. Joyo gets the touch. If he didn't, Seiko may well not have scored that goal. Brings out his patented pew-pew goal explosion with the cowboy hat. Saw that a couple of years ago, and again! Right. Gentlemates, guys, maybe let's tighten up a little bit on the one set piece in the game, yeah?
Oh, just Joyo on the kickoff there, and it creeped right past that second player.
It was a fake kickoff. Fake kickoff from the first man. Wanted it then to go straight into the guy who cheats up. Instead, just a little bit too far to the side. I think it was Juicy. Not centrally positioned nearly enough.
Europe and their kickoffs, man. And after all that effort from Gentlemates, right back to the same differential. Juicy hasn't anything to work with, and Itachi at least felt safe seeing Oxygen on the retreat. But Joyo's harassing them. Oski has a free backboard. No, Itachi got there in time. Now Juicy can't get really above this ball, but he can get past Archie. Now to the top rope, and a missed chance for Seiko.
Find ourselves a minute in, 4 goals scored, but 3 to the good for Oxygen. Oski tries to tip it high above Itachi, is not quite able to. Joyo now going low with Seiko following up on the side wall. We see these plays build and build. So far for Gentlemates, they've not actually become anything other than that. Going for the block, a stunning block from Itachi.
How did Itachi not just get shoved into a locker just now? It was a 1v2, he handled that beautifully. Cannot afford anything else. There's plenty of time, but Oxygen are stopping them. And Joyo's gonna keep the ball low against Itachi, who thought this was going to the ceiling. You can't overthink against Oxygen.
I think so far we're just seeing Gentlemates not quite have that same glitz, that same glamour that we normally praise them for. A double commit on the backboard, getting completely open. Archie, Starman, 2 shots, 2 goals.
I feel like Gentlemates were testing the waters, but man, the waters are looking rough. This is so uncharacteristic for them to be bumping into each other, to have these overestimated estimations on the reads. 4-1 for Oxygen. It is a best of 7. It is not time to freak out. As Joyo off the ceiling, didn't have the boost to come down quick enough. Juicy forcing it to Itachi. Now has to get below this ball, but Archie, time and space. But Gentlemates have been trapping them in their own half, and Juicy manages to steal some boost, and Gentlemates can keep the press. But how can they build lethality? How can they carve through these posts? And Oski may just help them break out, but no, Gentlemates keep them there.
Oh my.
Backboard open! Rainbow misses!
Everything done right up to that final moment, but they do secure a goal. Took him a few more seconds. Itachi's going to be the man to do it. We are seeing Gentlemates become that bit more electric. A few more bumps, a few more demos now from Juicy in key moments.
Great shove by Juicy. The waters may have started rough, but it seems like Gentlemates find their heads above it. And it was all starting with stealing boost, keeping Oxygen scrambling for it. Now off a kickoff, Itachi just trying to sandwich Joyo against the wall. Now Archie up high, gets it past Seiko. Itachi won't let them use the corner too well. Gentlemates and Seiko gets back to the net. Juicy with the send off to Itachi. Oski will collect. A lot to work with, searching for that second man that's nowhere to be found.
Free jump from Archie too, just keeping that pressure on, making sure Gentlemates aren't able to work out their half. They do so on that occasion. Joy gets bumped out the way, top corner! Sniped by Seiko!
Gentlemates barrel down. Look at Juicy fight through all the villains to set up his teammate for success. Gentlemates now within 1.
They've brought it back from that 2-0 scoreline, that 3-1 scoreline, the closest they've been since kickoff to level with Oxygen. Seiko, a reset, has boost, but Oski's just a little bit close to it, so he's going to shy away from that challenge. Itachi up high, can't get around the side of Joyo. Opportunity for Juicy to now put a little bit of pressure on.
Yeah, for Gentlemates, it's been pretty pass heavy. What a pinch from Itachi. Got Oxygen on their toes, with Demos now forcing Gentlemates back. Archie on his chance. He goes off to the side. Joyo wanting to slow down Itachi. The mind games, the fakes. Seiko up next. Oski right behind. Joyo. Everyone is trying to outbody Seiko. It's not going to happen.
He is just quicker than you. Jumps for the ball in the previous game. And Itachi and GC barrel each other out of the way. 2 goals again for Oxygen. They have conceded 3 in this game. 90 seconds. Gentlemates, can they bring even more back to them? Already 8 in the second game.
Gentlemates are so good at working through that chaos. There was 4 players smashing into each other, and then Joyo has collected that so fast now. Creeps by him in the midfield, and Archie will be contested. Gentlemates getting more and more aggressive. But how can they find those beautiful passes that they've done before? Archie running at Oski, a bit of a pat on the back. And Gentlemates send it back, and here's Joyo with a shot. Gentlemates back and forth they go. Seiko tips it to the corner, and Archie wasn't ready, and now he's demoed. Itachi can't get a good bounce off the corner, and Oxygen are barely keeping this offense back.
They keep peeling away 1 player, 2 players. The defense isn't able to deal with every single shot, but so far they've managed to keep most of them out. Oski setting it long. Itachi's going to be low on boost. I can only tip it high. Joyo, the first to it, does get bumped away from that chance. The final 30 in game number 2. Seiko a reset. Oski's going to pre-jump it, goes low. Itachi can move in, tries to barrel it through that penultimate defender. Joyo again with a save.
The fakes out of Gentlemates. How are Oxygen staying calm, resilient, and still able to keep it blocked? Oxygen up by 2 with 11 seconds left. And Gentlemates, they fought back, but time is running out.
That's it. It's going to be the moment. Game number 2 to the good for Oxygen. Stonking pre-jump from Oski. You see him have a little grin at the end of it. Gentlemates to stem the bleeding, stay alive, stay composed.
Anytime before this tournament, no one would expect Oxygen to take a series this way. But the way they showed up to Worlds is an Oxygen that should have been here all along. The future is bright, especially for a man like Archie, who has really stepped it up for Oxygen, that has made this match close, especially defensively. And Oski with these random challenge wins to look and make Gentlemates awkward! And Archie with the arrow chance to get this away from Seiko. Archie contests the corner, back to Oski in the box. No one there for Oxygen.
It's going to be a nice little chance for Gentlemates just to alleviate the pressure. Archie up, no reset. He's going to snap it on towards the backboard. Seiko sending it long in the midfield. Oski to receive and a reset. The second reset. It's going to land, gets the wave dash. 1-2, flick! Wide of target, but you see the imagination from Oxygen.
Gentlemates have been stuck on the orange half though, lacking boost, and now Juicy is demo. They constantly have to reset physically, mentally, and you hope the timeout at least help one of those things. And Oscar, with these 50s, he's so good at forcing it to his teammates to keep Gentlemates jumping, to keep them guessing, to keep them using boost. So it's difficult for Gentlemates to even transition as Oski catching this ball up high. Seiko with the backboard, letting Oxygen throw shots towards them. Now it's for retaliation. Awkward bounce from Joyo, and Gentlemates on top.
Itachi smelled blood in the water, continued down the pitch. What a pass across two. It's a massive mistouch from Joyo. You don't normally see that boy get nerves. When you're 2-0 up, you have, yes, some insurance games, but you also don't want to throw the series away. It's only one. The Gentlemates, that will be confidence-inspiring off the kickoff. Joyo wants to bring it back entirely, gets a reset, but just sends it corner bound.
And wanted maybe a better backflip to get that ball back to Oski. Good attempt, and look, the counter-attack is Juicy with just a pinch towards the box, and Gentlemates, this is the first time they started off with a goal after the timeout. Like you said, confidence is everything, especially for a team like Gentlemates who thrive in this crowd environment. But it's Oxygen that have a comfortable lead in the series. But Juicy has a lot of traffic in the corner, but it bounces out to Itachi! Missed the double, and maybe it's a fake! As Gentlemates miss their chance!
That's a big miss on the backboard from Oxygen 2. They are far from perfect. A snapshot. Oski, heat checking the defense. Seiko, a dribble down pitch, only gets to the halfway line. Itachi's going to take over, but with low boost, he now sees that one glowing orb in the corner. He's going to take his chance. Joyo, one to the right, up, reset, gets it round one, but Seiko's going to shut him down. Halfway through, game number 3, and Gentlemates to the good.
Joyo's so good at control on the ball, just so quick to bring it up, but he's going to need some help against such a tough team. And Joyo with a big win, and then Itachi, he's been a brick wall back there. You just cannot use that backboard or the sides of the net. Oxygen are gonna have to be creative. This timeout really changed things for Gentlemates.
Oski trying to get that one central. We see Archie now starting to wait and lurk. Before we saw a couple of passes come through, no one was there for Oxygen to capitalize. Gentlemates, a good chance for Itachi to get this one away. Oski actually over the aerial 50. Archie missing the chance for a double touch. It seems to be chance after chance after chance, but just that 5-10% missing out on a double fake. Itachi nearly pushing past in a very terrifying position.
Gentlemates are getting boost starved, so they're gonna have to come up with some plans on low resources. Seiko has a lot to work with this time, and Itachi just collected. What can Seiko do to try and 50 this against Archie? The dunk attempt was nice, and Gentlemates can go in for round 2 to draw out those defenders, but Juicy can't get this past the pinch. As Oxygen, it was a pinch that got away from them as well. Possession has been tricky with how fast the pace has been, but Oski flies up with wings. Joyo below, see if they can connect, but the ball got away from either. It's been really tough to play this fast and controlled.
Great idea from Joy there to try and go for the bump. Doesn't make contact. That's certainly what they need. Gentlemates have absolutely controlled this game. Juicy, oh my word! Archie, that lean back defense, dodges. Manages to get out of the way of Juicy attacking him. Now attempts to prowl it the way down the pitch. Touching up high, Joyo sees one on the right. Oski with a collection. Boost, flip, sees in midfield. Archie with one demo. And saving the skin of Gentlemates. 1-2, nearly a swipe across.
And Oxygen are really good at mitigating aggressive offenses, just like in their match against BDS, but Oxygen have really had a tough time getting momentum going. Just because you don't have any time on the ball to think, to assess, and with the oh my God!
Oski puts the brakes on, but he just can't stop in time. The ball had the path, he was not ready for it. You see him break there, turns away, isn't able to do it in time. Beautiful read from Itachi, just puts the pressure on, rewarded with a goal. It's 2 now for the mates.
And despite Gentlemates getting boost starved, all of this scrambling is something that individually Gentlemates can outthink. And it's Oxygen, that trail, and it's Juicy, and Seiko. Now Seiko's getting moved. And Gentlemates are not making this transition easy. Joyo and Archie, who do you look at in the box? Third man from Oxygen can't press as Oski steps up. And this is just a dead game for Oxygen, and Gentlemates show up and show out.
Game 3 going the way of the mates. Joyo wants to finish it as soon as he can. Game number 4 kicking off now. Gentlemates have brought one back, but still Oxygen on the cusp of that series deciding game.
After finishing with about 150 points, Joyo has had a much quieter game as the one carrying the cape for Oxygen when it comes to solo plays. And Oxygen can't afford to have one of their best options, but maybe he's unleashed now and bounces off the crossbar. And Archie doesn't know what to do in that moment as he just tries to be a wall in front of Gentlemates' counterattack.
And we're seeing these bumps come through as well. Finally on the defense, nobody on Gentlemates wanting to have any amount of feeling comfortable. Their comfortability is going to come at a premium to playing against Oxygen now. I think Gentlemates have definitely been going for those bumps and those demos a lot more effectively. Oxygen realizing, all right, boys, you want to play dirty? We'll play dirty.
Archie rising to the occasion. Off the ceiling, good control initially, but Gentlemates, they lay back. They can give up that midfield to Oxygen and take possession and close any kind of windows of opportunity from Oxygen, but maybe Oxygen got to get physical in that same way. Oski having to use all his boost, and he gets demoed, but it's up to Archie to keep this going. Make sure he has all the boost in the world. Doesn't get under the ball as much as he liked, but actually Itachi was high up, so that's fine. Oski against Juicy, both bumped off the ball, and the backline stands.
And let's think Arch on that previous play too. He had like 90 boost and still rotated via the mid boost. Why not? You're going to stunt their counter-attack, and you've done that. That's exactly what that came from, a single boost pickup has caused and changed the path of the last 15 seconds of this game. But a shot on target, it's going to be a misflip from Archie. Boost to be damned, Itachi is there to make sure that he gets the opener.
And misflips are so rare, maybe thought Oski would have gotten in the way in time. And Gentlemates will get the first one, just like in the last game. Momentum builds for Gentlemates. They're only going to get stronger from here. Unless Oski has something to say about it, wanted to run into Itachi. This is forced to Archie. Oski doesn't get the corner boost, so Gentlemates can play hot potato. And they even get a successful transition off of this. Juicy wants to get into Oski's way. Itachi can't do much either. Can Oxygen do something off this corner? And Gentlemates have the beat.
Confidence. That's pure confidence read there from Seiko. Pre-jumps it on the corner, double taps it down, pushes it into the blue half, job done, see you later. Oski goes long, but to seemingly no one, Joyo is going to be waiting and lurking. Archie with another missed touch. You don't want to see him, the golden boy of Oxygen, start having these kinds of errors.
Gentlemates, oh, Juicy getting Oxygen back and stealing boost. This is now a boost problem on Oxygen's side. And Oski having issues. Joyo not having a lot of boost. Seiko misses off the ceiling, but Oxygen keep clearing, and Joyo seeing Gentlemates not immediately jump on this. Now Oski against Juicy, getting it past, trying to center this out, and it bounces to Archie. Awkward from the side. See what he can do.
Yeah, very awkward from the side. I think Seiko there just doing the right thing. Be patient, take your time, don't need to rush, we've still got the lead. Seiko now transitioning, gets it down towards Itachi. He does get the shot off, but then runs into the ball on his way back out. That is going to be on target. Archie wants to help it on its way. The Seiko has to try and read both Joyo and Archie committing together, and I'm seeing these mistakes start to happen much more often for the boys in green.
Archie cannot get nervous now, not after how this tournament has been for him and Oxygen. Now Juicy, time and space. Joyo, perfect jump to just stifle this in the midfield. Oski playing by his side, turn the play around. But Gentlemates are playing too deep, too downfield. They always have two ready in the net, making this impossible for Oxygen to score.
When you talk about Archie, he's definitely the player that I've got most eyes on, purely because this is his best performance he's ever had at a LAN. Statistically, he's outperforming anything that he has done. Joyo working back on that play, but is going to be under pressure from Juicy. One chance round the side, up high, Juicy rotating straight back in, shot on target. Archie to tap low, can continue on it, but with time ticking down, Oxygen, they need a goal.
Time is becoming the enemy, and Gentlemates, they just keep getting Oxygen floundering. One solid clear from Archie. Oski downfield. Seiko, there's always someone in net for Gentlemates.
We're also seeing the fact that Gentlemates, they've wrestled back control of this series entirely. It was controlled by Oxygen. Now the story is utterly different. Itachi, right-hand side, low on boost, can't get too much off it, maybe something magical. The magic does not spark on that occasion. Joyo, Oski back down, bottom corner. But Joyo and Seiko team up for a big enough clear.
This is Gentlemates with a huge response, a huge save. It may only be by 1, but there's still 22 seconds left. But this game has felt so dominated by Gentlemates. This Oxygen, are they hesitating? Are they scared? There's so much sitting and watching, and reactive playstyle is one thing, but letting Gentlemates be in the driver's seat for this long is another. Couple more seconds, Oxygen, it's here and now. Joyo up the corner, Oski turning around with a full tank, Itachi trying to get this on the ground. 0 seconds, right to the defense. The ball is still up, but it's in the blue half. Gentlemates take the game.
Cool, move on with that. We sink ourselves deep underwater. These players are digging even deeper than that. Game 5, kicking off, 2 more, and you move through our tournament.
Look at Oski go. No time being wasted. Archie involved too. Joyo playing a safe third man. As Archie and Oski are now bumping into each other in timeout. It's about getting organized. You're not seeing that in the first 20 seconds, but Gentlemates sit back. They let them develop. And Archie too far forward now has to back pass this to Joyo, keep it to himself, and look at Seiko. He's lurking.
Seiko, I think, has gone so under the radar when we look at how this game has gone, this series has gone. And you know what? I think it's because I just always expect brilliance from him. And he has continued to deliver that level. He has been consistently, throughout this tournament, a stunning player on the side of Gentlemates. Statistically, one of their greatest players, offensively, defensively. You put him wherever you want, he's a chameleon and he will perform. And that has not been any different here versus Oxygen. A pitch, being opposite bottom corner, Juicy to clear it away, but only finds Oski. Archie up now for a dunk. Right-hand side is going to be the site of our next battle.
Playing against Gentlemates means playing perfectly. Oxygen really needs to be careful these first touches, and especially that one. Juicy popping it up, the draw out, Joyo, Itachi readies, and to the side it goes. Gentlemates, it's still being forced into their lap as Joyo dances against Seiko. Juicy on the retreat to hold down the midfield. 3.5 minutes. Oxygen, the first touch is what matters, how you can dribble it across. You can't always depend on these passes, someone to back you up when it doesn't start off well.
It's a minute and a half into the game, and do you know what I mean? It's Gentlemates. They're continuing with this pressure. They're struggling to get out of their half Oxygen. Finally, it may well abate. Oski towards the opposite backboard, immediately chases the man down. Itachi knows that he's got boost behind him. Let's clear it away. Itachi now finding Juicy, but Joyo with a back pass intelligently finds Archie. Sidewall pinch. Going to go in the right direction, but with no one to follow, it's not going to lead to much.
And in the past 2 games, Archie's been the best performer for Oxygen. And if he has to step up, then it has to be him. As much as Joyo can be touted as the best player, it doesn't matter. Everyone on Oxygen has to peak if they want a chance to get through the Gentlemates.
I was having a sip of water then, and I felt like I needed to spit take if that was going to find its way through. Trying to go for that Devo shot. Joyo lands backflip. Unsuccessful. But the imagination again from these boys. Halfway through the game, Itachi up for 1. The double is there for him, but Oski's going to shut it down. Continues pushing the midfield. Archie now to collect, but Juicy acting as his annoying little brother and taking that ball away.
If Oski doesn't get the best of 50s, I like that he's still going for the follow-up and not over-trusting and thinking someone is there, but that backboard is there. Archie plays the 50. Juicy wanted the dunk. Now Joyo has to get this out of dodge, but with no boost, he can't follow through.
Itachi going for that play burst. Archie had nothing. This team on low boost defense is phenomenal. We saw Joyo get a top play from that, blocking out Zen, saving their series. Archie up high, Oski the only man to it, drops it down low. Oh, we see Juicy, opposite corner, taking it.
But I'm seeing better shot placement, something that's really stressing the defense, but spinning back in their face is Gentlemates with the counterattack. And Oxygen wanted to do the same thing, but the 50 slows it down. Gentlemates have to deal with Archie. Seiko not floundering, not worried. And with that demo, he's free on the ball. Now playing this against Oski, wanted it lower. Gravity against him as Itachi holds on. Still a 0-0 game for the series lead.
I mean, how dead level is this? Like, Gentlemates came out, they did well off their timeout. Oxygen, yes, they stemmed the flow, but they have not turned the direction. Joyo with Juicy. Goes the opposite back corner. 1 minute left. Game 5. High midfield, sent long. Seiko trying to get that reverse dunk, can't quite secure it. Ball falls back down towards Joyo, tries to carry it long, but with a misflip, it goes straight back towards Itachi.
Again, these first touches are really hurting Oxygen. They may have to play tighter just to keep possession. And now everyone's colliding. This opens things up. Itachi up against Oski. Joyo in net. Archie sailing by. At least Oxygen, we're ready and wait. But just based on possession, it's been a Gentlemates game. But who's gonna score is what matters. As Joyo holds the corner of his net. Seiko wants to cut rotations. Oski let loose. And Oski steals the boost, but he doesn't have the ball.
It's such a nervy game. Nobody getting anything on the board so far. Oski a backflip, sends it high, but only Seiko there in the midfield. He just takes it a little bit lower, on target, a shot, but a regulation save from Joyo. Tachi with a decent amount can get a reset over Oski. Tachi, flick, middle. Juicy does come in. Now Seiko to keep it high on that back corner. It's going to be Oski taking control, does get it to the ground. They know that they're on low boost, and overtime is the much more appealing option.
Overtime for match point. Doesn't matter about what happened in regulation. It matters who scores now. Can Oxygen find the energy? Right now, they're stuck on defense, and that's what's won them games before. Archie with the ceiling reset. Got Itachi to the side. Juicy gonna leave it. He trusts him to collide. It's all up to Joyo, the last man standing, and Archie gets back to hell.
Beautiful save from Joyo. Keeps it towards the opposite corner as well. Can't have that immediate follow-up. Archie with a reset. Does take it low, but doesn't use it in the best way. Joyo dusts Seiko to that ball. Attacks it down, doesn't do anything with it. We're seeing Oxygen beat out Gentlemates consistently, but there's no follow-up. There's no secondary play. Juicy up. Acts as a smoke screen for Seiko, who comes in with Joyo on the backboard to take control up high. Kisses the ceiling, gets one reset. Not around the side of Itachi. A minute into overtime, 6 minutes without a goal.
It's been tough for Oxygen, the solo plays. Gentlemates have had so many people in the net, but Gentlemates are knocking at the door here in overtime. 1 minute's gone by. Oski can't win the 50 against Itachi. Off the wall, no boost, just going for the shot. Joyo forced to put a hand up. Juicy were able to grab possession, or even Itachi too. This has been a Gentlemates field, and how do Oxygen get out of their own heads? How do they get out on offense and show them how it's done?
There's a chance here though. Archie does get bumped going back midfield. How dare you do that? How dare you get bumped? What are you?
From a 90-point game to a shot for knocked out. But this series is not over. This was an extended overtime where Oxygen barely pulled through.
Here on Neo Tokyo, it could all come to a close. The Copenhagen champions versus a team that were not meant to be here. Game 6, here we go.
Now Juicy is going for the solo play. Oxygen in net. I think it's gonna maybe come down to these counterattacks because Gentlemates have so many warm bodies in the nets. And this time Juicy's out of the way!
The physicality immediately. Joyo says, I can't get the ball, I'll go for the man. Bumps him just out of the way. Any flip that Juicy had is gonna be negated by the body of Joyo. An early lead for Oxygen. So far, they've done well with holding them. Can they do it when it really matters?
Oxygen have tried to get physical. Gentlemates are just so good at avoiding that contact and keeping themselves alive. Now it's Oxygen with finally a breath of fresh air, a goal to get the spirits going. Now Itachi and Seiko playing close. Joyo breaks it all up. Juicy on his way back, barely avoiding Oski. Archie, a high ball that Juicy climbs up for as Itachi has the team pinch, but it's Archie in a 1v1 against Seiko. And Gentlemates, they're okay.
Oski will be the man to receive in the midfield, but with low boost and a flip, he can just 50 it nice and low on the ground. Joyo with 100, cannot beat out Itachi. Juicy can beat out too. Seiko shot on target. Oski goal line saves.
Oh, ball fed to Joyo. Can't get under it, but he's trying to smash his way through. Bulldoze if he needs to. But it's cement in the net of Gentlemates. Joyo again to Archie. No, Seiko beats him to the punch. There's a good chance. Oski in goal too. They're hammering that net, but they can't pull through.
And what a turnaround from game 5, where Gentlemates, they had utter control, and Oxygen snatched defeat, or snatched the win rather, from the jaws of defeat against them. With a minute and a half gone, Oski's gonna be leading this charge. Archie smashes them out of the way. I'm sorry, Oxygen, that one didn't deserve to go in. You reset, make it cleaner next time, please.
Team bump becoming a strat, just adding a little extra oomph to the shot. The Oxygen now off the ceiling, right to Seiko. Gentlemates have been really good at reading these shots. It's taken everything out of Oxygen to find the gap. As Itachi tackled Oski, trying to get rid of the ball. As Seiko collects, wants it to Juicy, but man, a defense is alive and well for Oxygen. But Itachi with time, with Seiko down low, it forces it to him, but now he's awkward, trying to get better control. Now looks for bumps, and Oxygen stabilize.
Halfway through the game, in a long pitch between Oski and Archie, found in the clutches of Seiko. The player that has been #1 for Gentlemates, sends it long enough. Archie there to save that one away. Oski to the ceiling, a reset. Can dunk on Itachi, who is, I feel like, perennially low on boost. A demo at the back. Seiko removes Oski. And the double crossbar does not find its way in for Archie.
That was almost insane. Juicy didn't get the corner boost steal. And Seiko can buy time for his rotations back. It's Juicy! And nothing for Oski. Midfield for Oxygen. Joyo seeing the challenge from Juicy, playing the mind games. He's on the retreat. As Oski now wins the 50, but Juicy won't let this center it out. Zatachi, Seiko on the wing. Archie breaking up the play. Oxygen
Fake.
still up with less than 2 minutes. Here's Oski playing the 50, and it's still playable for Joyo, but a low ball that Juicy catches. Here comes Archibald. He's been a winner before, and still Gentlemates continue to save.
This ball being sent high repeatedly is going to keep burning the boost of Gentlemates. It's going to become a lot more awkward. Oxygen wanting to challenge versus anybody on Gentlemates. On target again. Juicy. Everybody on the mate being pushed to their limit. 80 seconds before the Kings are knocked out.
This is still a winnable game for Gentlemates. A ton of shots have been dumped into their net, but they only find themselves behind by 1. But they gotta get up and get loud. And it's Oski in the corner, but he loses that to Seiko. And here comes Gentlemates.
Final minute. Oski up to receive. It's going to be a second one. Who else but him? Archie. The second goal for Oxygen and a potential final nail in the Gentlemates coffin.
Will this be the last we see of Gentlemates in playoffs? They've always been destined for top 4. And if anyone was going to kill Gentlemates, it wasn't going to be Oxygen. And wow, a kickoff that almost caught Gentlemates. And Archie gets it to Oski. The double!
Joskin does it all! The knockout punch! Like a ballerina with a boxing glove. Sends it bottom corner bound, and Oxygen Esports, it's 3!
Large Oscar, they have just put the nail in the coffin, the kiss of death. Gentlemates, it has to be now, and there's less than 40 seconds. It's Juicy, it's Itachi, it's a tough angle! And Joyoski protect the right post. Juicy needs another chance, and he's stolen away.
There's still chances here for Gentlemates. It's going to be another shot on target. Oski keeping this pretty neat. Joyo the other side. Shoots on a relative opener. Archie there again. It's going to be another save.
Oh, 18 seconds. And Itachi gets robbed by Oski. A 50 that's killing crucial seconds. Joyo's attacking the ball. Oxygen swarm. Gentlemates, they've been polite for so long, but the brick wall collapses. The guests of Evicton, the champions of Copenhagen. Oxygen, top 4!
Can you believe it, Fort Worth? A team shrouded in Europe,